clearly younger than you as well.
It was in this really weird pub that we went to, and then there was like a crocodile in the toilet. It was really strange.
Like surly.
That was the night. That was the night of the London attacks when we were out and about. But there was something else I was going to say about that whole thing. But yeah, it is odd. The whole thing is odd about the ID. But in the future, we'll all be microchipped, so don't worry about it. Then, oh god.
So they did the vote.
Oh yeah, and then they announced to them what the real.
What a waste of time.
But then it was like, oh, there's no real decision.
There's no.
Yeah.
It wasn't exciting.
No, it was
like
shit.
it didn't add any value. I think I said to you that was the most boring 2 minutes of Big Brother I'd ever seen.
Yeah, and you've seen
a lot of Big Brother. Exactly, a lot of boring shit.
So then, Deborah decided to take on Arthur by sitting in between Tom and Arthur when they were trying to have a conversation. Childish.
Yeah. And Tom got a bit pissed
Tom got
off.
arsy about it, and then she's going, it's not to do with you.
Yeah,
it's
I didn't mean to offend
Arthur.
you, I meant to offend him.
Yeah.
Well,
backtracker.
Yeah, that round sofa's paying off.
Yeah. And then Arthur goes, oh, this is a 2D conversation.
You can do it as well.
Just like the flat earth.
Yeah. It's like flat as a pancake.
Yeah. And then he goes, oh, you're a rubbish housemate. And then they got upset that he said that rubbish because they don't like the connotation with like refuse or something. And then he said, okay, you're a shit housemate. You're a crap housemate.
Bad. I think he said it's bad as an alternative, yeah.
It's ridiculous. They put Jeremy Corbyn on the front of the Sun in a bin the other day. So you got problems.
Yeah, and then the next day said, put Theresa May on the front and said it's mayhem.
I did that.
Yeah,
that's
just
good.
flipped the next day.
That's a good headline.
Flipped the house.
I like the word mayhem. And then Arthur said, what do you want to do? Sit and have some backward conversation about politics. I can't do it.
No, he didn't say backward. He said vapid.
Oh, did he?
Vapid conversation about politics. Like, I think the definition of vapid conversation, like,
it's
to
not about
chuck
politics. Yeah.
like, that's an oxymoron.
And then Hannah said Arthur's irrelevant and started chanting, who are you at him?
Who are ya? Who are ya?
No,
Now, stop trying to get a catchphrase, because you're
are
never
you?
going to have a, who is she?
No. You fell over.
Stop drinking my vodka.
So then Arthur went in the kitchen and Sukhvinder and Imran are in there. And
This
like,
is brilliant.
do you want a cup of coffee?
The atmosphere in that kitchen was hideous.
They're just like looking daggers at him.
Even that cat looked like it felt awkward.
Yeah. And then they're just like, look, just don't talk to us at the moment. And
then he tried to ask something.
Yeah,
Like,
and then he just stopped to us. That was getting.
Oh, sorry.
That's like a couple having an argument. It's just like, oh, I forgot I wasn't speaking to you.
Tried to ask Imran what he was cooking.
Yeah. And Imran just ignored
And
it.
then Imran goes, I'm going to the toilet. So
I just love Arthur's facial expressions. His face is amazing.
I got suspicions that Arthur's given us so much gold that he can't be real, that he might be an actor.
No, I don't think so.
Is this before or after it's written on the wall?
Before. Did this happen before or after?
Step up or down?
Yeah.
Reset.
So then Deborah said Arthur is really rude, which is true, he is. And then Emma started bitching about Arthur. Emma Willis.
She's bitching about him non-stop.
She goes, oh, Arthur's going to apologise to Thingy, blah, 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 blah. And then she said, oh, something about him being in the wrong or whatever. It's like he wasn't in the wrong. The earth isn't flat. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like...
And you said she misconstrued something he said as well.
Yeah, because it was like, oh, you can't disagree with an opinion. Oh, it was something to do with opinions and being wrong.
Anyway, you're wrong, Emma, so shut up.
Somebody's tweeted that Emma's sort of revealed herself as believing that the earth is flat.
Yeah. She probably does. So then Arthur was talking to Deborah, who's like sat on the back of the sofa, and I thought, oh, Arthur's going to apologise here. And then he went, I would quite like your sister to go.
Yeah, I know.
It's just like, oh my God. And then she went, well, I'd like you to go. It's just like, wow, he's proper terrorising her.
He doesn't give a fuck, though.
No, he just does not care. I like it when people just play like kamikaze style like that.
Do you think that he is actively trying to rile people, or he just doesn't get it because he's like, I mean,
spoiled and posh?
Yeah, like he probably isn't in those kind of social situations with normal people very much. Like he probably just in his his estate playing games or whatever.
I honestly don't know.
It's brilliant viewing though, isn't it? And I don't think we've ever had a character like this.
No, he's good.
So
he's very, very good.
That's good to find something unique.
Yeah. Then, Mandy was leering over Kieran and Leighton, whoever that is.
Leighton, yeah. Fucking hell.
And she said something about a mummy sandwich. Ugh, I'm so fucking glad she's gone. Gross.
Sort of mummy. The one with Tom Cruise in it.
Ew. This is when Arthur started drawing a dick on the wall in nail varnish. That better not be my nail varnish you're using to do that. I'm fuming. And then Imran's like getting the rule book out, metaphorically. And then Imran goes, "Why are you writing on the wall?" And Arthur goes, "Well, we're just another brick in it."
It was classic.
And then they're like, "What?" And he's like, "Well, that's what Pink Floyd said."
They're like, "Pink Floyd?"
Yeah.
And no one knows what that is. Do you know what it reminded me of?
What?
I don't think it is Pink Floyd. Who is it? Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice. We are all just prisoners here of our own device.
I don't know what that is.
Do you remember John Tickle singing that in the garden when he was watering the plants?
No, I do not.
Is that Pink Floyd?
I don't know. I don't like Pink Floyd, but I think
all in all, it's just
I hate that
another
song.
brick in the wall.
I hate the video as well. But that was good, wasn't it? So he drew a dick on the wall, and I think he wrote boom.
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 Why would you draw a dick on the wall?
It's about Heavy D, isn't it?
No, yeah.
Anyway, you shouldn't be allowed writing materials in the house. So Arthur, take a good look at yourself.
Yeah, going around writing names, showing people names.
How devious. Then, Rebecca and Kieran were desperately trying to cobble a storyline together. And Kieran goes to her, "Don't play mind games with me, love." What's that about?
I wasn't even listening to that conversation.
Don't waste our time with this bullshit. Fuck off. And Arthur was in the bath with Rafe, I think. This is Arthur's second bath of the day. And he said...
We're seeing some sort of bathtub bonding going on from Arthur.
Arthur is getting like 80% of the airtime.
Hang on, who have we seen bonding in the bathtub before? It was Joel...
Oh.
And who else used to get in the bath with Joel? Nick. Was it Nick?
I don't know.
Or Aaron. Through at first, and then that went too far.
So Arthur said...
Man tub. The new man tub is Arthur and Rafe in the fucking hot tub.
So he said to Rafe... I think it was to Rafe.
Yeah, it was Rafe.
He said, what's the first rule of Arthur's house? So he's
what
saying
were they?
He's saying basically Big Brother is Arthur's house. He said...
house.
Number one rule, don't have a go at Arthur. Okay? That's been broken quite a lot.
No, please, come on, do the voice. Don't have to go at Arthur. Yes.
Number two, be yourself. And number three, fight fire with fire.
Fight fire with fire.
Fight fire with fire.
If you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
And then Rafe just laughed. It's just like... Rafe should know better than to hang out with Arthur, because Arthur's trouble.
Yeah, I think Rafe is a little bit like... Obviously, he's a huge fan, and he's really wanted to go into that for so long. I feel like he's a little bit like
out of his depth,
a bit enamoured by everything that's going on. He's just like bright-eyed about like, wow, like not only is it Big Brother, but like he's also absorbing all this British culture stuff as well.
True.
And I think
he
might
has been living in Britain.
Yeah, but
he seems really sweet.
Don't forget, this is the United Kingdom of Big Brother. Never has there been such an accurate representation of this country's society today as we've got locked up in that bungalow in Boreham Wood.
Rafe, he does seem really nice. I really like him. I'm so glad he stayed. Then, Tom was talking to Charlotte. Fuck Charlotte.
Who's Charlotte? That daughter?
The posh daughter.
God, I wish she'd follow that mum out the stairs.
He went, "I'd love to know what your thoughts are about me." And she went, "Well..."
Oh, Tom, yeah. Trying to crack on with her.
And she went, "Well, you don't offend me or anything." That's not a good sign if someone says they'd love to know your thoughts about you. And then he said... Well, he didn't say, but he thinks the mum is standing in the way of them getting it on.
Did he say it to her?
No.
But he does think that.
And then
we know that.
And then she said to him, "I'm far filthier than my mum." Because he was just talking about her...
because that mum's come across as a filthy bitch.
Yeah. He was just going on about, like, Charlotte coming out of her shell. I don't want to hear about people coming out of their shell. Get out of your shell. You're on Big Brother. Get out of it.
Yeah, if you've got a shell, don't be going in Big Brother.
No, just crack that shell before you get in.
Yeah, give your head a wobble.
I hate Charlotte. She's useless.
She is definitely absolutely useless.
Pointless. Then Lowton was
and Ellie.
teaching Arthur... Ellie was barely in it tonight.
Good.
Lowton was teaching Arthur how to striptease.
Yeah, with his little silky dressing gown on.
What was that?
I don't know, someone's 90.
Probably off a mannequin.
Yeah, probably. It all looks like it's come from mannequin.
So then Emma cuts the house. The crowd cheering, I thought, seemed very, very quiet.
I think there's about 10 people there
I think
tonight.
it seemed like the bots audience.
The bots audience were out in force.
And then the people who were getting cheered at the start, cheered and booed at the start, seemed different to the people who were getting cheered and booed at that bit.
Probably different people in the audience.
Actors. Production. So then they announced so-and-so's safe, Rafe was safe. Woo!
You were tense about this. You were nervous about Rafe.
Because if Rafe or Arthur are gone, I might be out. This podcast might be done. No more podcast. Because I get the like when Marco Pierre White Jr. went, that would ruin the whole series for me.
Really?
He was so good.
He was awful.
He was amazing. He was such a good character. And I just don't want that to happen again. Yeah, he was awful. That's why he was good. And Andrew, that guy who got thrown out for doing bondage.
I loved him.
He was brilliant.
But I really liked his brother on Shipwrecked as well. And they were quite similar.
That was so stupid that they threw him out for that. That's his own business.
Remind me?
Because he was doing bondage with some girl and spanking her. And they threw him out
that video
for that.
came out online.
But that's none of their business.
Yeah, like you've put Mandy in there. She's got a VHS tape going round.
It's just your sex life. Mind your own business. Ridiculous.
But
Big Brother, some fucking prude now.
It's because it looked like he was hitting her, right?
But some people do that in bed.
And also, you've had it going on within your own walls. Like we've seen.
Yeah.
What's it? Daly and Hazel.
Oh yeah, and that Laura was strangling
with
Marco with a belt. So yeah, pot kettle black. So yeah, the only two people who weren't safe was Imran and Mandy, which is kind of what we predicted, isn't it? It wasn't too much of a surprise there.
I mean, obviously this storyline that Tom's trying to build is with the daughter, so it made sense that Mandy was going to go. But I had a feeling that he was going to take Imran out. I know you said that he said subsequently that he loves him tonight or whatever.
Why did you think that?
Because he seemed to take a big dislike to him in the past week.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you want to kick the Muslim first out of the house? Because I wouldn't, and I mean that honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I hope that I would if I didn't like them. I think I would. I don't think I'd worry about what people think outside.
I don't think it's a good look to kick the Muslim guy out or the black woman out first week. I know people do it all the time, but I don't think it's.
No, I would. I don't care because because that's. I don't see colour.
Okay, Nigel.
No, who's Nigel?
Nigel Farage.
No, because I wouldn't judge. I don't think I'd take that into account. If I genuinely disliked them, I would let them out.
Do you think you would think twice about it because of that?
No.
I would, definitely.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
That's wrong, though.
No, it's not wrong, because I don't want to be that person. Because a lot of the time it is like an internalised racism if you do things like that, I think. And you should think twice about it.
Better think twice. I just don't, though.
You don't think twice about it?
Because I would not expect people to think that of me if I did that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but people would.
Well, they shouldn't.
I know they shouldn't, but you know.
In this day and age, we just what is race? Come on,
melting pot.
Exactly.
So then,
bear in mind that I'm discriminative data that I don't like white guys. So
yeah, I forgot about that. So then. Basically, Tom had to break up one of the couples, either the mum and daughter or the husband and wife. So he was in a bit of a shit situation, whatever. So then Big Brother's a bit mean. They're like, Tom, tell Imran why he thinks he's not been saved. That's a bit cruel,
yeah,
isn't
why
it?
you think he wasn't saved in public.
That's a bit mean.
And then...
Yeah.
Imran, tell Tom why you think Mandy should go.
Yeah. Brother, why'd you naked? And then Mandy said... You need a rich mix in the house. Okay, let's get rid of you then. Another white woman.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, there's a venue called Rich Mix in London.
Is there?
Yeah, and it specialises in like ethnic performances. So it's a bit weird that she said that.
It's odd. Maybe she's been there. So then Tom voted Mandy out. She's like, oh, I don't even need to say anything to you, Tom, because obviously you're going to vote me out. And then he did. Yeah. And she had a fucking face on her like thunder.
Oh my God, she had about 10 chins. That literally...
Yeah, that wasn't her best angle.
No.
Wasn't her Instagram ready pose. Or on the VHS.
Yeah.
So
she's not size 7 now.
No. None of us are. So do you think Charlotte is going to run into Tom's arms and it's all going to be all right now?
Yeah, I think they're going to be skipping through that field behind the diary room chair together.
Like Theresa May.
Exactly, I was going to say that. No. That is going to do... A, she's not interested anyway,
Yeah.
and B, you've just voted out her mum,
Yeah,
who she had the chance to have the experience of a lifetime with. She walked
Oh.
in hand in hand with.
It's like when Angie